What's up, everybody? So we're kind of on the hunt, Mopar hunting, if you will, specifically engine hunting. And there's a reason behind it. Obviously, you know, there's never a bad time to go hunting for Mopar engines, but this one is a specific need. My kid's duster, Daryl, who you have probably only seen briefly in one of my Charger videos, has done the unthinkable, done the impossible even. It's killed a slant six. Now, how did that happen? Well, we'll get into that a little bit more specifically when I can get in front of the car. In the meantime, we're hunting motors. So we do have a destination in mind. A buddy of mine has some A-bodies that he's doing some different things with. One of them has a slant six in it that he's pulling and just wants to get rid of the slant. So we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna go see if it has hope. Rumor has it that it ran years ago, but time has passed, so we need to check it out, see if there is any hope for it. So that's what we're doing next, so stay tuned. So I came here to look at a slant six, but we got squirreled. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to get this one. It's a 70 Duster project car with a lot of good parts and a lot of work done and a lot of parts to help get it finished. Needs a little bit of work, but so does everything else I own. Anyway, so this is some of the significant work that has to happen. And maybe you can tell, you can see the car cover on the other side, same situation. But there's already a trunk floor ready to go in. The floors have been done. So I ain't scared. This is what happens though when you go looking at parts. You find other stuff you want. So might as well step back over here to the potential donor. This is our famous leaning tower of power, 225 slant six. It's a 67 car, so you don't have to worry about any of that silly emission stuff that we've been dealing with on my kid's car. And the rumor was that this one ran, and so obviously carburetor, you know, we're not going to start it. Not today, but we do want to make sure that it turns over. Can feel it build up that compression. So I don't really have any reason to doubt that this bad boy will run again. Little peek of the car there, a little teaser on the fender. It's gonna be a cool one. So we got to see a couple of A-bodies at an undisclosed location, mind you. These cars belong to a buddy of mine. I told him that we had nuked the slant six in my kid's car, and he had that one that he was going to be pulling, and he's going to let us take that motor. And you know, it seems like it's going to run. It does seem like it did run. It turns over fine. Everything's great, other than the yeah, there's no carburetor on it, so we couldn't try to fire it or anything like that, but that's all good. So another day there will be an adventure there, pulling that engine and trans out of that dart. And I don't know, you might say that's a lot of work for something that we're going to be swapping to a V8 anyway one day, but I don't know, it'll be fun. And my kid needs transportation. Luckily he's found a very helpful grandfather to let him borrow his spare vehicle, but we do need to get him back in to his transportation. Unless, you know, a bunch of money falls out of the sky, we're gonna swap slant sixes and he can V8 swap it down the road. So that was a fun little adventure. Good to get out once in a while and go look at some cool stuff, talk Mopars. But hopefully not too far in the distant future, we'll be swapping slant sixes. Thanks for coming along on that little journey, and we will see you later. We've had some issues of late, which by now you already know about. But we've never done a proper introduction to this 1974 Plymouth Gold Duster. Now she, whatever. It's a he, right? Can I call it a he?
Yeah, we'll call it a he.
This car's lived a hard life. Been a lot of places. Still retains the cool dog dish hubcaps though. But it's all here, man. A little bit of rust underneath brewing. We got some bad quarter action that we've got to fix. But it's stuff that is fixable. But as mentioned, this is a gold duster. Had the half vinyl top on it. And that's pretty obvious based on what's going on with the roof at this point. Yeah, you can see the beautiful snakeskin pattern there. The dash pad's seen a lot of sun. The bench seat has seen a lot of butts. And the back seat is still tore apart from when my kid did a high school mini tub job. And so, let's say it's not done. But he's in the background claiming it's horrible, and I guess I can't disagree, right? But we'll fix that. At one point in this Duster's life, it hit a deer. So it got a mismatched fender and underneath the grill. And of course, this 1974 Plymouth Gold Duster has a name, and its name is Daryl. What I'm not 100% sure on is the story behind the name, but we're gonna find out. So why is this car called Daryl?
So when I was in my high school auto shop, I'd have two friends who'd always come in late, and so teacher always called them Darryl and Daryl when coming in. And so we always just made the joke that since they're not well put together, it's the same as this car, so this is the third Daryl.
So the other brother Daryl hanging out here. But recently, on his way home from work, my boy had issues with this car. It started making an unheavenly noise, a demonly sound, if you will. And he called me.
Yeah, man. Not working anymore. It's just itself. Like, man, it sounds like me when I'm trying to hit. It's just coming out weird, and it's just not sounding good. Not at all. It's a rough one. I'll say that for sure.
Bring, bring. Yo.
Yo, my car's making a weird noise.
What do you mean weird noise?
Here, listen to it.
Well, I can't really tell over the phone, but it doesn't sound awesome, I'll tell you that.
Oh, definitely not.
So what do you want me to do?
You can come get me, please?
Alright, let me load stuff up. I'll be there in a little bit.
Okay. See you soon then.
So it's already beat up. I don't think we can hurt it anymore, so we're gonna let you hear the demonic sound that he heard that fateful day. So imagine that sound when it's running. It's pretty awful. So not 100% sure. Obviously the engine's still in the car. We haven't really dug into it. We know that the thing's kind of jacked up. And when we did start it that day, we did get it to fire and run so I could hear the sound. It just started shoving oil out somewhere down around the oil pump. What we surmise is that it ran low, real low on oil. And I mean, it could be, you know, spun bearings, maybe some rods knocking. You know, we may figure it out at one point, probably tear it apart as an experiment, but we shall see. In the meantime, the boy needs transportation, so we are going to try and fix it. Not this motor, it's not original to the car anyway, so we're looking for another slant 6. This is Daryl. You will see Daryl again in future videos, especially if we find a motor soon. He will live again. So to sum it all up, I do believe we have a donor motor for Daryl. We'll get this clankety clackety rattly out, get something else in it in the time being so my boy can save up his coin and get ready to V8 swap it, because we are V8 swapping it at some point. All that really remains to figure out is what's going in it. I've got a donor motor home. Well, it might be a donor, we might fix it, I don't know. That's got a really good running 360 and 727 that we could put in here. I've got a 383 that my boy wants to build really bad. We might come across a leprechaun and he'll give us all his gold and we can Hellcat swap it. The leprechaun's probably not going to happen, but so we'll figure something else out. This is Daryl. He's pleased to meet you, and there will be more Daryl footage in the future, and hopefully some with some vroom vroom in it. In the meantime, please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.